Hello, Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel doing paid reviews. And today, I got a really good question. This is a really good question, and it gets to the root of the collector. Do you go Seiko Presage or TAG Heuer Aquaracer? We're in my world time whilst doing low-end reviews. So remember, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and look in the description for 10 ways you can keep me full-time on YouTube. This is from Logan. Hi Arch, I'm a big fan of the program and I have a question for you. Should I get the Seiko Presage SARY 055 or the TAG Heuer Aquaracer with the blue dial? I work for my mum at our cupcake and cake shop. It's our family business. I'm 21 years old and don't make that much money because of rent and bills and running a family business with just my mum. It's very tough financially, but I have saved up money to buy one of the two watches I had mentioned. I look forward to your video response. You're a great guy and I can't thank you enough for producing hilarious content that gets me through hard days. Work with me, big boy, your loyal fan, Logan. Very interesting question. And I tell you what there, guys, this is a really, this is a really good question. Do you get a Seiko Presage, which, you know, that's $400 to $600 watch, or a TAG Heuer Aquaracer? And I gotta tell you, that's a very good question. TAG Heuer Aquaracer or Seiko Presage? What do I think? Well, I tell you honestly, I would probably say go the Seiko Presage. And I've recently done some reviews on the Presage, and I gotta tell you, the quality really impressed me. With Seiko, you buy the really cheap Seikos, and you know, they're not the traditional Japanese Seikos. These are kind of made in China. They're very cheap, but reasonable watch. Then you start to move up a bit in the Seiko range, and then you get to the Presage, which the Presage fits in. It's kind of the mid-range there between the base model Chinese and the Grand Seiko. So it's sort of in the middle there. And I got to tell you, bang per buck, Presage. They are a great watch. They are, they're not Rolex quality, but it's a fraction of the price. And it's quite a reasonable timepiece. The TAG Heuer Aquadial. Now, you were saying you're looking at one with the blue dial there. That doesn't really tell me much because they've got a few with bluish dials there. I don't know if it's going to be... look, I would really say, to be honest with you, if you're going to spend that sort of money, Aquaracer money, you're better off buying an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. That's what I'd be buying. The Omega Speedmaster Professional Man on the Moon. That's the one you get. Now, they're going to set you back secondhand $2.5 to $3 US. So, that could be a little bit more of a stretch than the Aquaracer, but that's where I'd be going. I would say, if you want a basic good watch, the Presage, good choice. Very good choice there. I reckon that is the way to go. Great watch. It's not a Rolex. It's still classical type watch. I know it's semi-shooter territory. Yes, it is. They can't avoid that. We cannot avoid that. But it's all in-house. It's a reasonable watch. It is very reasonable. Nothing really wrong with that. So, look, I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't jump ship there. I would be very cool. I would be very cool on that. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with the Presage. That's a great piece. I wouldn't necessarily buy the Aquaracer unless you're buying it used. Are you buying it used or are you buying it new? See, I needed a bit more information there. Few key points you left out of this request. You didn't tell me. One, how much money you wanted to spend. So I don't know whether you're going to buy this new or used. How much is the total you could spend? And what sort of purposes you wanted to use it for? And, you know, that kind of information. But I would say myself, Seiko Presage would be the way I'd go. That's a nice, decent watch. If you've got more money, second-hand Omega Speedmaster, man on the moon. Man on the moon. Now, the other thing is, too, you didn't quite tell me which Aquaracer model you were looking at, because there are a few. There's the chronometers, which are quite pricey. That's, you could see for the price of that chronometer retail, you could get a nice second-hand Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. It depends which one you're looking at. Mind you, they've got an Aquaracer caliber 5. That's you know, for that sort of money too. It's a diver. You could be going for a I could tell you honestly, you could be going for a second-hand Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. So I think it depends which price point you've got to get it into. But I'd say Seiko, no problem. Seiko Presage, it's a good watch. Is it decent? No, it's not decent. It's not a luxury watch. We're just, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's got a few bells and whistles, but no, I'm sorry. The first decent wristwatch, in my opinion, is the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. And that starts about $2,500 to $3,000 US. That's what I'd be buying. That gets you into the hoi polloi, the professional wristwatch collector. You become a WIS. You get the steak knives, you get the WIS certificate, you get the signed Archie Luxury portrait, you get the works. But I got to be honest with you, complete and utter honesty there, I would be saying, you know, get the Seiko. If you've got more money, get the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Ignore the tags. If you're going to be buying it second-hand and cheap, well, maybe, but I don't think you are. The way you've worded your letter there. Retail. Oh, my God, retail. I don't do retail. That is a bad choice. I can tell you now, the laws of physics and economics and all that stuff there, retail sucks. It sucks. Paying full price really sucks. Okay? Nothing more I can say. It just sucks. It sucks a banshee. So, there you go. You've had my advice. The Pontiff has spoken. Tell me what you guys think of that.